What's going on, everybody? Cheers. This is the Bourbon Barrel Stout beer that we brewed weeks ago, like 5 weeks ago or so. Yeah, about that. It's been sitting and conditioning in the keg for a little while. You can see if we can get it to focus. There you go. Look at that head. Yeah. Felt it appropriate to put it in a mug this time. It's actually a mug I've had for a while from Southern Star Brewing. I don't know if it's focusing or not. Let's see. Southern Star Brewery. They are a brewery up north of us here in the Conroe area. They got a very nice setup up there. But yeah. Real roasty, nice roast chocolate coffee smell. And a tinge of bourbon, just a hint of bourbon there. Let's try this out, man, because I had it when it first came out, but I'm sure it's changed. It's very, very smooth beer, man. It's just roast on the tongue. Like I said, it's got some of that bourbon tinge to it. Anyways. So, just want to talk for a minute. Got a couple things going on. I just got through shooting video of a brisket smoke on the Masterbuilt 560, so that'll be coming out here real soon. As soon as I sit down and edit that, I've put some shelves up here. As you can see behind me, I have shelves for random various items. My kettle I've had from the time I ever started brewing. It's got some sentimental value already established with it. And I got hydrometer kits up here from Brewing America. I know you can't see it on camera, but I've got like hydrometer stuff up here. And I've got just my grinder and this little mod dealio that I got for my pump for the brewing system. Got the wonderful brewing system here next to me. It really freed up a lot of space off of my table here, so pretty happy to do that. And then I also put a shelf. I'll show you all this, but I also put a shelf up above the doors here coming into the brew shed for water jugs and my grain basket and just my little extra parts and stuff for brewing equipment. And then I have a shelf behind you that I have a big Sonos Play 5 speaker on for playing music in here. And that's also where I'm going to put my barware, my glasses and stuff, just above the kegerator behind you. So anyways, I also want to show you, I ended up ordering these guys. So I have some SS Brewtech brew buckets. SS just stands for stainless steel, but that's the name of the company. But these are their official jackets. If you remember a while back, I made my own jackets. I'll show you real quick. I had made my own jacket. I have a video posted here on YouTube where I had taken the yoga mats and kind of cut them with a Velcro on them. Wasn't a terrible expensive venture to put together. But what I didn't like about this, so much is that there was still some space between the fermenter and the jacket, so I would get some sweating still happening, and I didn't like that, and I was getting like a little bit of mildew from it. I live in a real humid place. Just that explains that. So I'm very excited that I actually got the custom fitted sleeves for the brew buckets. And yeah, the reason why I didn't buy them initially is because I couldn't find them for sale by themselves. You had to buy this whole cooling kit and everything, and I didn't want to do that. But once I was able to find a couple of these jackets from morebeer.com, I ordered them. They're really nice quality, man. Nice neoprene. Very nice quality. And on top of that, I also ordered a couple of new stainless lids. I'm not too thrilled with how my drilling turned out on my cooling coil mod. So what I'm going to do is I ordered a new step drill bit because the other one had dulled out a little bit. What I think happened is my steel hardened a little bit while I was trying to drill. Because I was drilling at a high speed and I should have drilled at a slower speed. So I'm going to try this again. These are not cheap. They're like $45 a piece for these lids. But they do come with the gasket and everything, you know. The nice, beautiful new stainless steel lid. And so I'm going to try again. I'm going to try and drill through these slowly, and hopefully they come out a lot prettier than the other ones. Like I said, the steel kind of hardened and it just got ugly. It kind of tore a little bit, so I wasn't too happy about that. You'll probably see him wearing this shirt, and you'll see it in the brisket video because I'm really shooting these videos in the same day. Because I always, like, people like, make joke, like kind of commented in the past, so you wear that shirt a lot. It's like, shoot a lot of videos in the same day a lot, or I used to, and I've kind of gotten back around to videoing a lot again. It's fun, and hopefully I can continue to while I have content. I have stuff to talk about. So when I have stuff to talk about, you get a video. So, oh yeah. So this was funny. I was I was running low on lump charcoal, and most of the lump charcoal you buy around here is mesquite lump charcoal. And since I have this new Masterbuilt grill, I needed more lump charcoal because it does go through charcoal kind of fast, but with those mods I put on the grill, it does slow down that speed a little bit and controls the burn a little better so that the airflow isn't just flowing right out. Anyway, long story short, I was on an app called OfferUp, and there's a guy here in Houston, a Hispanic guy who was selling lump charcoal that comes straight out of Mexico. And the lump charcoal I used recently was Mexican lump charcoal. I bought it in the grocery store, and it was, I think it was $15 for 20 pounds or something like that. I think it was $15 for 20 pounds of lump charcoal. Well, this guy's advertising lump charcoal, $10 for 30-pound bag. And I didn't want to have to go get it, but he offered to deliver if I ordered, more than 10 bags. So I ordered 12 30-pound bags of lump charcoal. It's $120, but I'm not going to be buying lump charcoal for a little bit. So I'll show you the bag right quick. Okay, this is the bag of lump charcoal. It's actually, you can tell this is legit, like homemade lump charcoal that they make, and because it's even in an onion bag, onions. And then they wrapped it in a plastic bag outside the onion bag, which I thought was a good idea as well. But what I do like is this lump charcoal, there are huge chunks of lump charcoal. I mean, these are legit big pieces of lump. So I was very excited to get a whole bunch of this because, usually when you buy from the grocery store, you get a lot of broken small pieces, but there's a lot of nice, big quality sized pieces in here. Let me see if I can show you. Of course, I'm going to get my fingers all dirty here, but I'm doing it for you guys. Like, you got stuff like this, man, look at that. It's ginormous. And they're all kind of like that, and these are, see? Now, I want to explain this too, why not? Since we're on the subject of lump charcoal. People that don't know what lump charcoal is. One second. Lump charcoal, essentially, they take wood, like solid pieces of wood, tree branches or whatever, old trees they chop down, mesquite trees, whatever. And what they do is they put it in like a barrel, and then they cover that barrel, and they have little vents in that barrel. And then what they do is they get a real big fire going on around the outside of the barrel, typically done in a barrel. And what it is like wood the most flammable component of wood is called wood gas. It's just a chemical component in the wood, and what it does is when you heat it up hot enough, that gas escapes the wood and it burns, and all you're left with is like a carboned version of that wood. And the reason why that's good is it doesn't burn as fast, it more smolders than burns, and since you've taken the most flammable component out of the wood, you're left with like that carbon coal piece, that all natural piece of wood that without that wood gas in it. So instead of the wood burning really quick, it burns real slow and smolders. It'll still catch fire, but it burns a lot slower. That's why I choose lump charcoal over briquettes, because lump charcoal's a more all natural component, and I just like how slow burning it is. I know people are naysayers are going to say that it burns faster. I beg to differ. I think briquettes burn way faster, just in my experience. Maybe you have a different experience with that, but I have 360 pounds of lump charcoal. So I'm set for a little while. And then when I run out, I'll buy more from them. That's a hell of a deal, man. $10 for a 30-pound bag of charcoal. Unreal. And I used to get it from Schmashmo. I won't say the name of the store, but it rhymes with Schmashmo. And I would get a 35-pound bag for $20. So I'll show you these items I got on the... As you see up there, I have, like I said, I put this shelf up here and these brackets, and I have my grain basket up here and my grain bucket. I call it my grain bucket because when I crush my grains, I put them in that. And then I have like my little bits and bobs, for brewing equipment up there. And then I got my 2 jugs of water that I'm always filling up and reusing water in. And then over here I have that shelf that I put in above the kegerator, and I got my little Sonos, it's a Play 5 Sonos speaker up there for some good old jams while I'm in here brewing or hanging out. And then then over here we have just random items. I got some old beer bottles here. What I do is I ask friends and neighbors and stuff, any pop top style beer bottles to give them to me. And what I do is I wash them and sanitize them, and I use them for homebrew, and I send those beers out to friends, family, or whatever. I have no other reason to bottle beer other than to share it with those who don't live so close by. So, but yeah, I mean, that's it though. It's just nice to have. Just nice to have all that extra space up there. Places to put stuff. Grain crusher. My Brewing America hydrometer kits, and so yeah. So anyways, that's all that's been going on lately. You'll see this video before you see the Masterbuilt brisket video. That brisket was killer. It was so good, and I still have a good bit of it. I cooked it just to cook it for you guys, so we could, and me to consume, of course, but it's more than I need. It's plenty of brisket. If you were here, I would share it with you. It's just like 11.5-pound brisket. I didn't go big. I just wanted something that I could smoke on the Masterbuilt and just see how she performs. And that thing performs well. There's some things about it, like I do say it in the brisket video, but I'll say it here too. There was a firmware update that happened while I was cooking, and like you do, you hit update, and it updated. And it shut the grill down, and it said it would shut the grill down. So then I turned the grill back on because it told me I was going to have to do that. And so it came back on, and I set the temp again, and we were good. We were rocking and rolling. But I noticed that now when you open the chamber door, the switch doesn't turn off the fan. Like, I could press down that switch and the computer recognizes that the switch has been depressed and everything, but it doesn't turn off the fan. So when you open the main chamber, that fan just keeps blowing, and you know, I'm letting air in underneath and on top now, and the fire just gets a little crazy. So I wish they hadn't done that. I wish they had just made it where the fan shuts off when you open the chamber like it was before. Now when you open the hopper or the ash door, it does turn off the fan. But for some reason, I guess, I don't know if it's a firmware update or maybe mine just got buggy. When you open it up, the fan keeps going. So Masterbuilt, or Masterbuilt employees, if you do watch this video, I don't know if any Masterbuilt people are. Like I said, this wasn't sponsored by Masterbuilt, so I bought it because I really wanted to try it out. I really do love the grill. I'm very excited about it still, but there's some things that could be improved on it. But it's awesome, and so yeah. I'll keep cooking on it because it's fun to cook on. And I'll probably do some steak stuff on there too, and some hamburgers and other things when the time comes. But anyhow, guys, just wanted to talk about the bourbon stout, talk about the brew shed a little bit, and talk about, you know, upcoming brisket video and current state of things with the Masterbuilt and just in general. Hope everybody's staying safe and healthy, and we'll see you real soon. Cheers.